We begin now at the top of Daf Lamed Aleph Amid Aleph and Meseches Shabbos. This is Shabbos Daf 31a. The Gemara here is bringing some famous stories about Hillel and Shammai, and the Gemara says there's a story with two people, Shehimru zeh ez zeh, that they made a bet, one against the other. Amru, they said, Kol mi sheyelech v'yakned es Hillel, whoever can go and get Hillel upset, Yitol dalid meyo zuz, he's going to get 400 zuz. Amar echad mehem, so one of them said, Ani yakni tenu, I can get him upset. Also hayom erev Shabbos haya, that day was erev Shabbos, Hillel chafaf es rosho, Hillel was washing his hair, Halach v'ovar al Pesach beso, so he went by his house. Amar, and he said, Mikan Hillel, is Hillel here? Is Hillel here? Nesatef v'yatzel l'kraso, so Hillel wrapped himself up and he came out. Amar lo, he said, B'ni ma'atam avakish, what do you want, my son? Amar lo, he said, She'ela yeshli lishol, I have a question. Amar lo, Sha'al b'ni, Sha'al, ask your question. So he said to him, Mipnei ma rashen shel bavliim segalgalos. Why are the heads of Babylonians segalgalos? Why is it round? Amar le b'ni she'ela gedola sha'alti, you ask a good question. Mimnei she'ein lohem chayos pikchos, because when they have the people who help them give birth, the midwives, they don't know exactly what they're doing, so that the shape of the head is different than regular. Halach v'himtin sha'achas, so then he waited an hour. Chazar v'yom, and then he came back. Mikan Hillel, he said, is Hillel here? Is Hillel here? Nesate v'yotz l'kras, so he wrapped himself out. He came out to him. Amar lo, he said, B'ni ma'atam evakish, my son, what do you want? Amar lo, he said, She'eli yeshli lishal, I have a question. Amar lo, he said, Shal b'ni shal, ask your question. Mipnei ma'einein shel Talmudian terutos. Why are the eyes of the Talmudian, why are they soft? Amar lo, he said, B'ni she'ela gedola shalti, ask a good question. Mipnei shedarin ben hacholos, they live amongst the sand. Halach v'himtin sha'achas, he waited another hour. Chazar v'yamar Mikan Hillel, again he came back, he said, is Hillel here? Nesate v'yotzel l'kras, so he wrapped himself out and he came before him. Amar le, he said, B'ni ma'atam avakish, what do you want, my son? Amar le, she'ela yeshli lishal, I have another question. Amar le, sha'al b'ni shal, he said, ask a question. Mipnei ma ragleim shel Afrikim rechavas, why are the feet of Africans wide? Amar le, he said, B'ni she'ela gedola sha'alti, ask a good question. Mipnei shedarin bein bitzei hamayim, they live amongst the swamps. Amar lo, he said, she'elas harbe yeshli lishal. The person said, I have many questions to ask. Obviously, all these questions were just to try to get Hillel upset. And I'm afraid you might get angry. So Hillel wrapped himself up and he sat in front of him, and Amar Lei said to him, Kol she'elos sheyesh lach lishol shal, any questions you have, you should ask. Amar Lei said, Ato Hillel shekoron oscha Nasi Yisrael? Are you Hillel, who they call you the Nasi of Yisrael? Amar Lo, he said, Hein, yes, I am the Nasi. Amar Lo, he said, Imatahu lo yirbu kamoscha b'Yisrael. He said, if that's the case, there shouldn't be many like you in Klal Yisrael. Amar Le said, B'nim ifnei ma, he said, my son, why do you say that? Amar Le said, Mimnei shavarati al yarcha dalid meyo zuz. He says, it's because I lost 400 zuz through you. I made a bet that I was going to upset someone for 400 zuz, and it didn't work. Amar Le said, Avizar baruch. He says a person should be careful about their spirits. Kedayu Hillel shetovad al yado dalid meyo zuz v'dalid meyo zuz v'Hillel lo yakbid. It is worthwhile that Hillel, you should lose through him 400 zuz again and again, and Hillel should not be strict. See a couple of Rashis over here. I think I said before is round. It's actually not round in the normal fashion. Lishna acharina, there's another version, Roshan shel bavlim segalgal ugel, that it does mean round. So a question exactly what that means. Rashi here on Shadarim ben Acholos, they live amongst the sand, which was why their eyes were soft. V'haruach noshvos b'nichnas b'soch einayim. In other words, the shape of their eye is preventing the sand from getting in there. So that's those are the stories of Hillel and the patience of Hillel. The Gemara now continues. We're at the two dots. Gemara says, Taner Rabbanu, we learned in a brayso, Maisa benachri echad. There was a story with a certain nachri, a non-Jew, shebal lifnei Shammai. He came in front of Shammai. Amar lo, he said, Kama Toros yesh lachem. He said, how many Torahs do you have? Amar lo, he said to him, Shtayim, we have two, Torah shebechsav and Torah shebal peh. We have the Torah shebechsav and the Torah shebal peh. Amar lo, he said, shebechsav ani ma'amincha. I believe you about the Torah shebechsav, shebal peh ani ma'amincha, but I don't believe you about the Torah shebal peh. Geirani al menas shetilamdeni Torah shebechsav. So he said, I want you to be megayer me, I want to convert on the condition that you teach me the Torah shebechsav. Garbo v'hotziu b'nezifa. So he screamed at him and he yelled at him and he said, get out of here. Bolif Nehil, he came in front of Hillel, Gaire, he made him, he converted him. Yom HaKama, the first day, Amar Le said, Aleph Beis Gimel Daled. This is an Aleph, this is a Beis, this is a Gimel, this is a Daled. The Machar Apichle. The next day switched everything around. Amar Le said, Va'esmo lo amartali hach. He said, yesterday you didn't tell me this way. Amar Lei said to him, Lav alai didika samach, aren't you relying on what I say? Di al pen nami samach alai, you have to rely on me for the Torah Shabbal Peh as well. In other words, there's really no way, without having some kind of a tradition, a Torah Shabbal Peh, you're not going to have a Torah Shabbat either. Gemara now continues at the two dots. Shuv Ma'aseh ben Achri Echad. There was another story with a certain non-Jew, Shabbat Lefnei Shammai. He came in front of Shammai. Amar Lei said, Gaireni al Manas shetalamdeni kol Torah kula kishani omed al regel achas. He said, convert me on condition that you teach me the entire Torah while I'm standing on one foot. Dachfu ba'amas habinyan shabiyado. He pushed him aside with the amas habinyan that was in his hand. Bolef nehillel. He came in front of Hillel. Gaireni, he did convert him. Amar Loi said to him, Daloch sani lechavrach lo sabit. Zuhi kol Torah kula. That which you hate, don't do to your friend. This is the entire Torah. V'idach perushu zil gomer. The rest is all commentary. Go and learn it. Next story, the two dots. Shuv Ma'aseh ben Achri Echad shaya over Achori Beis HaMedrash. There was a story with a certain Nachri. He was passing behind the Beis Medrash. V'shama kol sofer shaya omer ve'ela habegodim asher yasu choshen ve'efod. He heard the scribe. He was reading the following pasuk, that these are the clothing worn by the Kohen Gadol. The choshen and the ephod. Amar, he said, Halalo lemi. He said, who is the person who gets to wear these clothing? Amar lo, they said to him, the Kohen Gadol. He goes to the Kohen Gadol. Amar oso nachri ba'atzmo. So the non-Jew said to himself, Elech ve'skayer b'shvil sheyesimuni Kohen Gadol. I'm going to go, I'm going to convert, on the condition that I get to become a Kohen Gadol. Bolefnei Shammai, came in front of Shammai. Amar le said to him, Gaireni al menashe tesimeni the Kohen Gadol. Convert me on the condition that I become a Kohen Gadol. Dachvu b'amas habinyan. Again, he pushed him aside with the amas habinyan shabiyada, which was in his hand. Bolefnei Hillel, he came in front of Hillel. Gaireni, he converted him. Amar le said, Klum ma'amidin melech elamish yodeh tachsisei malchus. So then Hillel said to him, you can't be a king unless you learn the ways of the kingdom. Leich lama tachsisei malchus. You have to go learn these things. Halach v'kara. So he went ahead and he started learning the Torah. Kevan shigia v'azar hakarev yumas. Then he got to the pasuk which says that a stranger who comes close to the mikdash is going to die. Amar le said, Mikra zal min nemar. He said, who is this pasuk talking about? So Hillel said, Amar le said to him, Afilu al David melech Yisrael. Even David, the king of Israel, is considered a zar when it comes to entering the mikdash. It's said even about him. Nasa also get kal v'chomer bi'atzmo. So this convert, he made a kal v'chomer in his own mind. He said, Umay Yisrael shenikru banim l'makom. If the Jewish people who are called children to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, umitoch ava sha'avim karelam b'ni bechori Yisrael. And not only that, because of the love that God has for them, he calls them the firstborn. Ksiv alei and v'azar hakarev yumas, and it says about them that the stranger that comes too close will die. Ger hakal, the light convert, shebavim akalu v'tarmila, just comes with his staff and his pouch. Alachas kama v'kama, certainly he should be afraid of this. Bolefnei Shammai, came in front of Shammai. Amar le said, Klum roy ani lios Kohen Gadol. Am I even fit to be a Kohen Gadol? V'alo ksiv b'torah v'azar hakarev yumas. It says in the Torah that a zar who comes close dies. Bolefnei Hillel, and then he came in front of Hillel. Amar le said to him, in vasan Hillel, your patience, Hillel, yanuchu lach brachas al roshcha, you should have blessings on your head. Shikraftani tachas kanfei ashchina, that you brought me close under the kanfei ashchina. Liyamim, a little bit later, nizdavgu shloshtan l'makam echad. The three of them met in the same place. Amru, and they said, Kaptanuso shel Shammai bikshel tardenu min ha'olam. The strictness of Shammai is going to drive us out from the world. And vasnuso shel Hillel kervanu tachas kanfei ashchina. But the patience of Hillel, that's going to bring us under the kanfei ashchina. Reish Lakish says, Ma'idach, what does it mean when it says, V'haya emunas itecha chosin yeshuos chochmas v'das? This is a pasuk in Yeshaya. It means that the faith of your times and the hoard of your salvation, wisdom and knowledge, what do these things refer to? The Gomer, etc. Emunas zeh Seder Zeraim. So it's all a hint. The word Emunah refers to Seder Zeraim. We'll see Rashi about this. Itecha zeh Seder Moed. Your times refers to Seder Moed. That makes sense. Those are the celebrations at various times. Chosen zeh Seder Nashim. Chosen refers to Seder Nashim. Yeshuos zeh Seder Nezikin. Yeshuos refers to Nezikin. Chochmas zeh Seder Kachim. Chochmas refers to Kachim. Vadas zeh Seder Taharas. That refers to Seder Taharas. So Rashi here explains some of these items. First of all, Rashi says, Shloshtan Hagerim Halolo. Who are the three people who met up with each other? There were three converts in the stories that we just said. There were three converts. They all met up with each other, and they said the strictness of Shammai is a bad thing, and the patience of Hillel is a good thing. Seder Zeraim. Now it says Seder Zeraim. Sha'al emunas ha'adam somchin lahafrish masros of karoi. So Rashi says, what does that have to do with emuna? Because we have faith in a person, or we're relying on a person that he's going to separate his meiser properly. Chosen, that's a lashon of yarshin, that's a lashon of an inheritance. Bal yedei isha noldu yarshin. It's through a woman, so that's seder nashim, that the yarshim are born. Seder nezikin moshion mazir lifrosh mehezik umehischayev mammon. Their savior is warning them, separating them from damage and from being from obligating themselves in money. Das adif me chachma. Rashi says that das is greater than chachma, and therefore you're going from chachma is kachim, das is seder taharos, it takes more chachma. And then the Gemara continues. The Gemara says, even with all of these different sdarim, va'afilu achi nevertheless yiras Hashem hi otzaro. Of all of these things, it's yiras Hashem, which he keeps in his storehouse. Rashi says, hi otzaro hu ikar hechasha be'inav. In God's eyes, this is the main thing. Letzor v'laso segula l'zikaron. This is the thing that he stores and he makes as a segula for himself, for a remembrance. Amar Rava says, B'shashem achnisan adam ladin, omrim lo, when they bring a person into his final judgment, they say to him as follows. This is also a reference to all of the items that we just quoted in the pasuk. Nasata v'nasasa v'nasata be'emuna. Did you deal well in business with faith? Kavata itim l'Torah. Did you set times aside to learn Torah? Sakta b'pirya v'ribya. Did you deal with being fruitful and multiply? Did you try to have children? Tzipisa li Yeshua. Did you hope for salvation? Pilpalta b'chachma. Did you delve into wisdom? Hevanta davar mitoch davar. Did you try to understand one thing from another? Nevertheless, yiras Hashem hi otzaro in ilolo. If a person has yiras Hashem, it's good. If not, all of these things don't help him. Mashal adam shamar l'shlucha. This is comparable to a person who says to his messenger, "Hela li kor chitin la'aliyah." Bring me a core of chitin to the attic. Halach v'hela lo. He brings it up. Amar lo. He says to him, "Erafta li bohen kav chumtin." Did you put into this a kav of chumtin? Rashi says chumtin was like salty earth. It helped preserve the wheat. Amar le lav. He said, "I didn't put it in." Amar le mutavim lo halisa. Better if you wouldn't have brought it at all. In other words, without yiras Hashem to preserve all of these things, they really are not worth anything. Gemara continues at the two dots. Tana devei Rabbi Yishmael. They taught in the yeshiva of Rabbi Yishmael. Ma'ariv adam kav chumtin bekor shel tfuah ve'ena choshesh. A person, when he's selling wheat, if he mixes in a kav of chumtin, this is the same salty earth, he can count that amongst his measurements. He doesn't have to be concerned that his measure is off, because that's assumed that you're going to put that in there to preserve the wheat. Gemara continues at the two dots. Amar Rabba bar Rav Huna, Rabba bar Rav Huna says, Kol adam sheyesh bo Torah ve'ein bo. Anybody who has Torah but he does not have, and the Gemara will continue this discussion on Daf Lamed Aleph Amud Beis, and we'll see that in the next video.